is lofted. We're set to go out here at Montmorency Park for your NFNL's match of the day. Gilmore with the right hand wins the tap out. Keys underneath it, but it's picked up by Nick Uzalak for the Magpies. It's sent forward by Jenkin and he finds Corey Sleep lace out. Good start for the Magpies early. Sleep has it about 2 or 3 kicks from home. He looks for an option. Decides to go with a low dart inside looking for Clark. Couldn't take the mark. Umpire waves play on. Underneath it, Lentini. Right foot high snap towards the goal line. It trickles, though, over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Good start early for the Pies.
Yeah, it was an absolute bullet pass inside 50, and Clark just couldn't quite hold on with the Tigers defender right on his heels.
Tossed in deep inside the forward pocket for Montmorency. They'll look to get an early blow on the ball. Thrown back in. Gilmore tries to slap it forward with the fist. Didn't really make great connection. We'll throw it back in once more. Predict hot early stoppages. Lots of bodies in the clucks of it.
Holmes is just rolling his shoulder here in the pocket. Might have copped a knock early on.
Gilmore down with the left hand. Shot from Jackson Bone is to the right hand side. Good inside 50 early for Monty though. First blemish. One behind plays no score early here. Heidelberg to bring it back in. They send it down on the far side. Underneath it, they do battle. No real winners out of the contest. Holmes does well. Lentini handballs to Davis. Tries to get past the tackle and does really well. Lentini back inside. Uzalak moving it by hand now. Monty. They send it out wide towards this broadcast side. Bella underneath it. Can't gain clean possession. It's retrieved. Sean Martin for Heidelberg. He handballs over the top and does well. They move it back to Martin. Block is laid. O'Dwyer sends the ball long down the wing towards the Heidelberg forward 50, but it's cut off. Easy intercept mark taken there by Stefan Uzalak. First game back. He'll like that early mark, Bailey.
Yeah, he's slotted right in. He's found plenty of footy early on.
Ball is moved back, but it's a poor kick, and it's cut off now. Andrew has it. His kick dribbles along the ground, though. Can Honey get there for Heidelberg? No, it's picked up by Davis. Sidesteps one tackle. He's lost his pants. Play on, though. Lentini, his handball's cut off, and underneath it is Bone. Ball does slip out, though. Keys gets the handball across. Signorello. They're moving it by hand now. Heidelberg inside the forward 50. Honey sends it towards the top of the square. No mark taken. Good fist at the back. Still in dispute, though. Good, strong tackle laid by Uzalak. Right foot snap, though, from Jack Andrew is through. Heidelberg get the first of the day. It was a classy finish from Jack Andrew.
Yeah, beautiful pick up and snap all in the one action, and was able to snap truly to kick the first goal of the day after Monty had the first few entries. The Tigers were able to go really end-to-end and just capitalise with their first entry of the day.
Shows their class, why they're on top of this Melbourne Greyhounds Division 1, the Heidelberg Football Club. Nice finish from Andrew and good build-up throughout the middle of the ground. But it looks like we're going to have a hot start early here.
You can see Lentini's class. He's been, for the Pies, he's been overseas for the last couple of weeks. He comes back in and he's just a magnet. He knows where the footy is and the footy finds him.
Gilmore with the right hand wins the tap down. Keys underneath it, but Gilmore retrieves once again. Underneath it, Lentini is tackled by Gilmore. He's in and about the place early. Honey, his kick is ricocheted. Retrieves it again, though. Left foot ball inside the forward 50 towards the tip of the goal square. No mark taken by Broadbent. Underneath it, Porter as well. Good tackle laid by Stefan Uzalak. Ball does spill out, though, in the pack. There's a lot of bodies under it. We'll toss it up once again. 3 minutes in first term. Good contest early. Right foot snap is just across the face. Didn't identify who that was, but it was a good kick out of the stoppage. Another blemish for Heidelberg.
They're just so dangerous when they go inside 50. They've got stars everywhere, and those stars find the footy with ease inside 50. So the Pies need to tighten up.
Monty to bring it back in. They send it towards this broadcast side. Holmes and Bella stand underneath it. Bella takes a nice contested mark. Umpire waves play on. Broadbent underneath, and now it's a high contact free kick going the way of the Pies. They definitely deserve that one based on Bella getting a good clunk at it. It's with Broadbent. He chips it over the top to Nick Green. Moves it on quickly. Chipping ball along this broadcast side. Finds Will Bella once more. He looks to send it towards the forward 50. He hits Green, lace out. Clark it is, sorry. Matt Clark. What a perfect kick, though, from Will Bella.
Yeah, unreal ball use there by Bella. Put it just down in front, and allowed Clark to go to ground to mark it, so the Tigers defender couldn't do anything but just watch him clunk it.
Matt Clark has 33 on the season. Difficult kick, about 45 out on a 45-degree angle, but definitely something that he can slot for his standards. The spearhead, Montmorency full forward. He comes in, the kick is up, and it is sweet. Goal umpire barely had to move. What a classy finish from Matthew Clark, and Monty get there first of the day.
He just makes the most of his chances when he gets them, Clark. Obviously, he's got the 33 goals for the year now, 34, and he rarely misses. He's really good at ground level as well, which we've seen in the last couple of weeks as well.
5.5 gone first term, 1 goal, 1 apiece. Both teams definitely showing their class here early. We might be set up for a classic Division 1 match today. Set to go once again. Gilmore's had a bit of it early. Umpire tosses it up once more. Gilmore with the left hand that time. Underneath it, Bunker did really well, and now they get the centre clearance and move it inside forward 50 Heidelberg, but the kick is wayward. He put too much on it that time. Just went outside at the pain of the 50 out of bounds on the full. Who's looking for Jordan Smith, but couldn't hit him. Now Monty is set to bring it back in through Dylan Marriott. Marriott's got an easy option, Will Bella. Had a few touches early, has Bella. Sidestep Smith did pretty well. Dart inside, looking for Nick Uzlak. Didn't hit him, had to get him on the half volley. It's picked up by Signorello. He sends a handball back inside. Now it's with Bunker. Right foot, snapping ball inside the forward 50. No mark. Good fist at the back from Uzlak. Finds Honey. Left foot dribbling ball inside 50. Doesn't work out. Bella there as well. Now Monty have got it by hand. Stefan Uzlak is wrapped up in a tackle. And we'll ball it up again. It's hot early.
Yeah, as you'd expect. Two absolute gun midfield groups for the Pies and the Tigers, and they're both going to battle, and I'm loving to see it.
Right foot snap from Clark. It swings across the face. And it actually goes out for a boundary throw. And Dylan Clark is having an awesome season this year for the Tigers.
Yeah, the ex-bomber. He's really dominating for the Tigers. He's probably up there with leading the club's best and fairest.
Toss back into play once more. Keys and Bella do battle. It goes over the back of both of them. Getty, right foot snap at goal. It actually hits the boundary post, and we will toss it back in. Good opportunity there. Heidelberg peppering with some inside 50 stoppages here. We've gone 7.5 in this first term. Inside the forward pocket, about to be tossed back in. Boundary umpire tosses it in. Underneath it, Keys takes it out of the ruck. Right foot snap at goal is across the face. Good opportunity there again for the Tigers, but just couldn't pay off. Last week, they would probably be ruining how many behinds they did score against Banyule. They want to be on the correct side of the ledger this week.
Jess Getty's another one to look out for the Tigers. He's been playing some really good footy with Sandringham in the VFL, so he's one the Tigers will look to use.
Sleep got up there and almost took a lovely mark, just dropped it at the last moment. Bella's kick is ricocheted, and there's bodies about the place. Good tackle from Matt Clark and Marcus Lentini. We'll toss it up once more. That was almost a highlight from Corey Sleep.
Yeah, got up nice and high, didn't he? But just couldn't quite pull it down.
Bella and Gilmore. Gilmore with the right hand. Bunker underneath it did well. Signorello there as well, but Monty get it out. Through Broadbent, but it might be coming back underneath it. Moxon. Umpire still waiting. He lets it play on. Signorello gets the handball out. Dispossessed though, and they send it inside the forward 50 through Lentini, trying to hit Davis, but his ball was too far out in front of him. Ben Davis does well to retreat, shrugs off the tackle, now swings onto that right boot. His flying shot at goal is to the near side. Good effort though at ground level from Ben Davis.
Yeah, that certainly would have been one for the highlight reel. Was able to evade the tackle and nearly dobbed one from the boundary.
Ball to be brought back in for the Tigers through Matt McInerney. Looking for an option, decides to go central just a bit on this broadcast side. Underneath it though, good mark from William Bella. Defeated Sam Gilmore in that one. Now they can get a deep entry. Bella sends it right to the goal line. No mark taken at the back. It was probably a poor kick in the end. Didn't really give his forwards a great chance to crumb anything. Another blemish for Monty.
Yeah, just put it to about a metre out from the goal line, and the Tigers were able to easily rush that one through. You'd want to see that one pop to about 15 metres out.
139 plays 128 as the ball is brought back in on this broadcast side. Standing underneath it, Jack Andrew nearly took it with the one hand. It was well done by Connor Kane. He got it to Lentini, and they have moved it by hand now, Monty. Batchelor with a spiralling ball inside forward 50. Who's like the recipient of the free kick, it looks like. Umpire's wave play on, though. Now bodies go to ground. Underneath it is Connor Butcher. Umpire must have had advantage that time.
Yeah, definitely. Pies took advantage and the ball was smothered, so they'd be ruining that after they had a shot in goal inside 50.
Right hand tap down from Gilmore. And we will ball it up again. 1 point lead to Monty, 10 minutes gone, first term. No real winner out of the ruck that time. Trying to break through the pack was Moxon. He handballed it off to Gilmore. The umpire says it was a throw. Free kick going the way of the Magpies. Looks to be going to Ben Davis. He'll line up from about 40 out.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do against Gilmore, is just get forward and try and hit the scoreboard and really try and make Gilmore work back into defence.
Definitely a kickable one here for Ben Davis. An experienced player. Not too much of an angle. There is a little bit of a breeze out here, though, at Montmorency Park. He might be able to use that one to his favour, as Clark's kick did go a bit right to left. Ben Davis comes in now. His kick is up, and it is there. Goal umpire had to move a little bit, but didn't matter in the end. Davis kicks his first and Monty's second of the day.
Yeah, the Pies are getting a reward now for their early, I'd say, dominance. I think they've looked a lot more. They've had a lot more of the ball. They've looked a lot more dangerous than what the Tigers have early. Like the Tigers have had probably only the 3 or 4 inside 50s, but they've managed to go every time. Where the Pies have sort of controlled it, had probably 8 or 9 inside 50s early, and they're starting to make the most of it.
Good finish there from Ben Davis. And in the ruck now for Heidelberg, we do have Callan Healy. First time we've seen him today. Ball's about to be tossed back up. It is now. Davis with the right hand that time, coming streaming in. Mills couldn't get it for Monty. Davis retreats though, did really well. Batchelor, ball inside the forward 50 for Monty once more. Intercept mark is dropped by the Heidelberg defence. Bodies about the place everywhere. Sleep underneath it. He gets the handball out. Butcher, right foot snap at goal is up. It goes across the goal face and does go through for another minor score. 2-4 plays 1-2. 16-8. Monty with the early lead. Connor Butcher with that behind. Heidelberg to bring it back in and send it on this far wing. Move it towards the interchange gate out there for Heidelberg. No mark taken. Pack of players there. Lots of bodies about the place, but Monty retreated out. Holmes, he gets a kick forward as he was being tackled. Martin picks it up for Heidelberg. And they can retreat with a chipping ball forward. Umpire's wave play on though, must have been touched off the boot. Lots of bodies under that pack. We'll toss it up once more.
You can see how highly contested it is and how much pressure there is early between both sides as they start to feel each other out.
Bella with the left hand. Clark underneath it for Heidelberg. Sends the ball forward. Trying to get there first is Jenkin, but Keys gets there first for the Tigers. He sends a ball forward as he was being tackled. Finds a teammate though. Umpire's wave play on. Ball sent inside 50 for Heidelberg once more. Underneath it, Jordan Smith takes the mark. Defeated his opponent. That was a good wrestling battle, but Smith could take the mark as he goes to ground. That was an awesome mark.
Yeah, really good job. And Luke Bunker's certainly been busy for the Tigers early as he set another ball inside 50 there. He's been able to find a fair bit of it, especially around the clinches early on.
Jordan Smith, he's kicked a lot of goals this season. He's got 29, looking for his 30th. He plays second fiddle to Zane Barzen. Barzen not being in the team today, he will have to step up and kick a bag in this hotly contested match. Jordan Smith comes in, he's about 25 out directly in front. His kick is up and it is through. Gets the Tigers second of the day. 2-point lead now, Monty.
Yeah, really entertaining start this one. Both sides really going at each other here. And yeah, it's going to be a cracking contest all day, you think.
2-point lead, Montmorency, 2-4-16, plays 2-2-14. We've gone 12 minutes in this first quarter. Just got a fair bit of cloud cover. It's a bit overcast here in Monty. We haven't seen much rain, maybe a little bit of spit. We might see some later in the afternoon, which should make for an interesting, scrappy battle. Holmes in the middle for Monty with Uzalak and Batchelor, it looks like. We toss it up. Tap is one down by Heidelberg. Ball in dispute. Signorello has it, and now Bunker. Right foot snap inside the forward 50. Good mark taken at the front. That was well done by Jack McKenna. He's on the paint of the 50 roughly. That was a nice mark.
Yeah, really good grab. And once again, it was that man Bunker just out of the middle. Probably his third clearance of the day already, and the Pies will need to nullify his influence.
McKenna's about 40 metres out directly in front. This is one that he would like to slot. He comes up to the line. His kick is up, but it's poor. It won't get there. Good mark taken, though, by Darcy Edmonds. He sort of hung in the air. No one really read it off the boot great because it was a poor kick, to be fair. But Edmonds takes an easy mark, and it's been reversed, it looks like. Not exactly sure what happened there. I think it's against Jordan Smith, and Edmonds will be disappointed.
Yeah, just poor decision making there by the Heidelberg Tigers, and just being able to give it back after what would have been a relatively easy shot at goal.
Ball is at a stoppage now. Uzalak couldn't get the clunk of it. Tap out by Healy. Ball's in dispute straight away, and we'll ball it up once more. Missed opportunity, ill discipline from the Tigers. Not something that they'll be happy about. Ball tossed up once again. Healy with the tap down with the right hand. It goes forward. Clark trying to retrieve it. Uzalak chasing him. Uzalak does gain possession now. Breaks off a couple tackles. Did pretty well, but he's caught with the third. Umpire waves play on though. Handball out. Now it's with Edmonds once more. Looking for an option. Moving around. Uses that right hand, but he smacked it towards the boundary line. And we'll toss it in. Didn't have any options, did Darcy Edmonds. We'll ball it in. Inside forward 50 stoppage for the Tigers once more.
Not a bad result that for the Tigers. Get it deep inside 50. Allow their smalls to go to work.
Inside forward 50 stoppage for Heidelberg once more. We've gone about 15 minutes in this first quarter. It goes to the back of the pack. Getty chasing it. Doesn't get there first though. It's retrieved by a teammate. Handball back out to Signorello was probably poor. Picked up at a high tackle. Be a free kick going the way of Kai Kearns. He's probably just touching his distance here. Just beyond the paint of the arc. He decides to pop it up towards the top of the goal square. Body's under it. Good mark taken. Good defensive mark by Stefan Uzalak. Just hung through the air and took an easy mark. He chips one over the top to Nash Holmes. Umpire waves play on though, not 15. Bella sends one out towards this broadcast wing, and Ben Patterson's there to take the easy chest mark. They'll be loving that clearance work out of defensive 50. Will the Magpies. Patterson with a chipping ball back inside is good to Dylan Marriott. Looks to switch it and send it out towards the far side. Underneath it was well done though by Shepherd. Took it on the second grab. Perfect intercept mark by Josh Shepherd. He goes back in board. Good ball to McKenna. Can they move it further forward? He's about 2 kicks from home. He sends it inside the forward 50. Looking for Smith. Good intercept attack from the Monty defence. Underneath it, Tom Keys. Handball forward. Smith is wrapped up instantly though. And we'll ball it up once more. Almost on the goal line for the Tigers. They've got a 2-point deficit.
I thought Patterson was unlucky not to get a free kick there. Went back with the fly and was taken out, and umpire called play on.
Keys takes it out of the ruck and goals. Too much physicality there by Tom Keys. And he kicks the easiest of goals in the end and gives the Heidelberg Tigers the lead.
Yeah, he's just too big and too strong, Tom Keys. You see it many a times, him just grabbing it out of the ruck and just slamming it on the boot. This time it's directly in front of goal, and that puts the Tigers up by 4 points.
Solid bodywork from Tom Keys. He's definitely had a good start to this match. Been around the ground a few times in the ruck and in the forward 50. They'll be upset with that one, will the Monty defence. As both teams set to go for another centre bounce, as both midfielders stacked here today. See Dylan Clark lining up on Nash Holmes for this centre clearance, along with Signorello on Marcus Lentini, as Ben Davis is waiting to come back on the ground for the Magpies. We've got a packed out Montmorency Park here. The pavilion is full. Bodies everywhere. Excited for this Division 1 matchup here. Gilmore with the right hand that time, looking for Clark. Couldn't get it to him. Gilmore retrieves once again, but Lentini did well. Shakes off the Clark tackle and sends it forward for the Pies. Underneath it, no mark taken. Good retreat though by Keating. He sends the handball out to Naismith, but his kick is cut off. He hit Josh Shepherd lace out. Not what he wanted. He kicks it into the man on the mark. Dylan Keating retreats once again though, does Shepherd, and he's wrapped up instantly. And we'll have a stoppage inside 50 for the Pies.
Yeah, this is where Nash Holmes has kicked a fair few goals this year, just around stoppage inside 50, so look for him to get on the move.
Gilmore takes out the ruck. Holmes is there. Sends a ball towards the goal line. Underneath it, Sleep. Umpire's paid a push in the back, though. He said it was a bit too overzealous from Corey Sleep, who's not happy with that decision. Lucky break for the Tigers as Martin pumps it out of there towards the far side. Coming in on the pack, Mills did well. Couldn't kill it over the boundary line, though. Ball is still in dispute. Hugging the boundary line. Heidelberg do have it. They send it forward. McKenna, he used his hands well. Umpires paid a holding the ball free kick, though. It is going the way of the Pies.
Yeah, great chase down tackle. The Tigers player wasn't able to dispose of it correctly.
They move it back in board, do Monty now. It's with Will Bella. He looks for an option as the conditions get darker here out of Montmorency Park. No mark taken by Naismith. It was good defensive work done there. And we will toss it back in just forward to centre for the Magpies. 3-2-20 Heidelberg plays 2-4-16 Montmorency. 14 gone. First term. Toss back into play. Gilmore with the right hand. Can't get the tap out. Centre clearance one. McKenna doesn't get there first. Lantini and him do battle. Underneath it, Dylan Keating. Umpire waves play on Signorello there. He goes to ground. Good tackle by Nicholas Uzalak. And the umpire says ball up though. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Direct, true centre side. Centre wing here. Gilmore taps it and then retrieves possession himself. Sends it forward for the Tigers once more. McKenna can't get on the halfly. Underneath it, a big body of players. Signorello there. And we'll ball it up again on the paint of the 50 for the Tigers.
You can see both teams, their pressure's immense early on. They don't want to let either side, opposition side get control.
Gilmore double-fisted with the right hand. Clark retrieves it first. Mongrelling ball towards the goal line. Shepherd's being held. And he is the recipient of the free kick, it looks like. He was held on the goal line. He was in front, and the umpire says free kick.
Yeah, massive hold down in the goal line. He just wasn't able to move. He was being held so much, so he should go back and kick this one.
Josh Shepherd does exactly that. Makes no mistake. And he puts the Tigers fourth on the board. 4-2-26, plays 2-4-16. 10-point lead for Heidelberg.
Yeah, after Montmorency gained the early ascendancy, the Tigers have done what they do best and just hit back and have able to jump out to a 10-point lead.
Showing why they are on top of Melbourne Greyhounds Division 1. Only lost the one game this season, which was their first loss in a fair while. They probably would have been really upset with that one, to be fair, because this is not a team that would like to lose any game if they don't have to. Ball tossed up once more. Gilmore got to that one first. Davis was nowhere to be seen. He sends the ball towards the forward 50, but it's retreated by Marriott for the Magpies. He sends a handball out wide and they move it forward towards Butcher. No mark taken. Good defensive work at the back. And the ball's in dispute now. Hugging the boundary line. Shepherd underneath it, but Monty do get it out. Lentini sends a high ball towards the forward line for Montmorency. Body slipping over in the middle of the ground. Hard hit on Holmes, and it looks like it'll be a high contact free kick. Umpire waves play on as Holmes moves it forward inside the 50. Bodywork laid there by O'Dwyer, and it wins it out for Heidelberg. They send it out through Moxon towards the forward line. Underneath it there, Porter and McKenna. McKenna dribbling it forward with his hand as eventually the boundary line wins out. That was a big hit in the middle of the ground on Nash Holmes, Bailey.
Yeah, it certainly was, but Nash got straight up and delivered a ball inside 50, although he probably rushed it a bit as it wasn't his best use going inside.
About to be tossed back in just towards the paint of the 50 for Heidelberg. High into this Montmorency sky. Gilmore stands underneath it with the left hand. Doesn't gain a clear tap out though. The umpires seem to have found a free kick. It is going the way of the Magpies. High contact, says the umpire, going the way of Darcy Porter. Looks for an option. Decides to go towards the pavilion. Chipping ball is good. It's with Nick Green now. He looks for an option. Nothing doing. Jackson Bone, I should say, sends the ball towards the wing, and it is fisted over instantly. Not too long left in this first term. We've gone about 21 minutes. Heidelberg will be happy with this start, Bailey.
Yeah, certainly. After a bit of a slow, sluggish start, although they did kick the first, the Pies was sort of controlling the first 10 to 15 minutes of the quarter, but the Tigers have really got on top here.
Slap forward for the Tigers, but nothing doing. Lentini picks up for the Magpies. Handballs to Davis, who goes back inside to Broadbent. Tackled instantly, though. It was a strong tackle from the Heidelberg mids. They move it on. Shepherd now underneath it. Porter as well. Ball ricochets forward for Heidelberg once more. Mills gets there first for the Magpies, though. Sends the handball out. It's on true centre wing, and it will be out of bounds. But it looks like there's a high free kick. Non-controlling umpire paid that one. Be going the way of the Pies.
Yeah, just a bit late. Got him around the neck.
Josh Mills to bring it back forward for the Magpies. His kick is towards the top of the 50. Tom Keys can't take the intercept mark. Drop probably what he should have taken. Ball's ricocheted forward for Monty. Butcher underneath it. Ducks. Umpire waves play on. He was gang tackled. And the ball will be tossed up once more. Kai Dimatina there in the defensive 50. Ball's tossed up. Body's tapped. Edmonds retrieves it. Sends a dribbling ball forward. hugging the boundary line here. Bones slaps it forward for Monty. Clark there underneath it as well, as is Edmonds. Lentini sees it over the boundary line in the forward pocket for Monty, and will toss it in again.
The Pies just need to regain a bit of composure going forward. Their last couple inside 50s have been real scrubby kicks, so if they can clean that up and try and hit some targets inside 50, will go a long way to them hitting the scoreboard again.
Ball's tossed back in once more. Davis and Gilmore do battle. Gilmore wrestles him out of it that time, and it falls to Jackson Bone. Right foot snap at goal. It was high, but it was through. Bone gets his first of the day, and an important goal for Montmorency.
Yeah, we saw the other week against North Heidelberg how dangerous he is at ground level inside that forward 50, and he just swooped on the loose ball and was able to snap it truly on the run.
Perfect finish from Jackson Bone. Gets his first of the day. Monty now only behind by 4 points coming into this quarter-time break. That will give him a bit of confidence. Maybe they can put through another 4-point deficit, as there are some overcast conditions out here at Montmorency Park, but we are set for an awesome afternoon. We've already seen high-quality skills out here for two powerhouses in Division 1. Ball tossed back up once more. Gilmore again with the right hands. Probably had the ascendancy early in this ruck battle. Dylan Clark sends a high ball towards a forward 50 for Heidelberg once more. Keys stands underneath it. Bodies Jenkin out of the way. The umpire says high tackle against Tom Keys, going the way of Stefan Uzalak. Feigns the handball and now has to kick. It was probably a poor choice. It dribbles past Edmonds, though. It was an unfortunate bounce for him towards the wing, and it goes out of bounds now. See it right in front of us here in our commentary box. We toss back in. Not too long to go in this first quarter. True centre wing about to be tossed back in. Gilmore and Davis once more. They both go to ground. Gilmore doesn't win it out that time. Clark, though, retrieves a centre clearance. He's had another one here early. Underneath it, no mark taken by Smith. Montmorency retreat. It's a high kick from Nick Green. He kicks it over his head, really. The mark is taken by Jess Getty just before the boundary line. He'll pump it back in once more for the Tigers.
Hey, don't just slaughter in there!
He looks back in board, though. Hits up Darcy Edmonds.
4-1.
They're about 2 kicks from home now. Edmonds is looking at the switch, though, decides against. Umpire tells him, move it on. He sends it towards the pocket, does Darcy Edmonds, looking for Tom Keys. Coming across towards Stefan Uzalak. Right foot shot from Jordan Smith is across the face, and he does just register a behind. No, the umpires have decided touched off the boot, so it will be a boundary throw-in, it looks like. That was a good result in the end for Heidelberg, fair to say.
Yeah, certainly. It allows them to lock the ball deep inside 50 with not long to go in this first term.
Ball is tossed back in once more. Gilmore and Uzlak underneath it. Gilmore tries to gain possession but doesn't. It falls to Jenkins for Monty, who just sends a high ball into the sky. Lots of bodies underneath it. Holmes there, as is Bone. He sends the handball forward, but it's cut off by Martin for Heidelberg. Now they send it inside the forward 50 once more, but the kick is poor. Cut off by Broadbent. Does he look to move it on quickly? He holds it up. Jordan Smith manning the mark. He chips wide to Stefan Uzalak. Moves it on once more with a chipping ball out towards the pavilion. With Josh Mills now. He sends a ball high into the sky, out on that far wing. Standing underneath it, no mark taken, no. By McInerney, lots of bodies about the place. Patterson picks it up for Monty. He's wrapped up by McInerney. We'll ball it up in front of the Heidelberg interchange gates this time. 26 gone first term. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Ball's tossed back up. Gilmore wins it out of the ruck. Handballs it off to Clark instantly, who sends another dishing handball inside. He was looking for Tardio, who eventually gets possession to it. There's Kearns as well there. He can't gain possession. Jenkins sees it over. Throw in, says the umpire.
It's really been able to dominate out of the ruck. Sam Gilmore's been really dominant early, given their mid's first use.
Not a lot of space here at the moment. Ball's tossed back in. Ball goes to ground though. Body's underneath it. It's picked up by Stefan Uzalak. His kick is smothered instantly off the boot. And there's a gang tackle laid. Ball does get out though. Heidelberg can send it inside forward 50 once more. Front of the pack, Jenkin takes a good defensive mark. And it was slapped out of his hands. That should be a 50-metre penalty. And it's not. Monty move it on though by hands. They send it out towards this broadcast side. Mills sends a handball back. Porter. And the siren does sound now. 4-point lead early for the Tigers in a hot, frenetic start for this first quarter as we look to go around the grounds in one moment, but it was fair to say Heidelberg showing why they are on top of this Division 1 Melbourne Greyhounds, as Bailey will take us through the Div 2 scores.
Yeah, St. Mary's